Hello everyone, Mark Harrington here. I'm at the desk with my microphone and computer and I'm going to talk about Jai Championship. You're probably wondering what that is. Everyone's talking about it. It's a big Muay Thai show coming up this month in BYFORD near Perth, Western Australia. I'm going to be talking about what the show is and who are the fighters. And you can see it on the screen here in the background. Yeah, it's on the 26th of October, starts at 5 o'clock. So hurry and get your tickets if you are looking to go, which you should do. I did a bit of an ask around and I got some great information from some local champs, including Jet, the state champion Jet, Siudong Lee. He's 65 state champion and a fantastic guy. He's given us some tips here. You can also see Erwin Lantano with his son in the picture there. He's a former boxer and also a parent and trainer of Gabriel and Nicholas, who are well known. Also Brock Larkin, of course, in the middle there. He's a well-known name from the pit, a former state title
aspirer
himself, has offered some insight. And Julian Walker there, very underrated heavyweight, coming up with his 8th fight. And he's been winning in Thailand. He's been winning in Australia. Absolutely, definitely someone to look out for. Julian Walker. Julian's also helped out with some information here. So I've put these not in the order of the show, but probably what I think is the main crowd pullers. Or I've sort of favoured the older people over the younger people. So don't mind my order here. It's kind of got nothing to do with records. But first of all, here we go. This is Kevin Tran and Corey Joyce Mitchell. This is the one that most people are talking about. Let's just have a run through of what the experts have said. This is
72 kilos.
Jet Siudong there. He said, Kevin Tran is actually one of my regular training partners. Jet Siudong says there, he says he's come such a long way and he's fighting. Kevin has a really strong physical presence in the ring and is super strong in the clinch and also has really good movement. So that's what Jet tells us about this one. Erwin said here, Kevin Tran, good fighter, has skills. Not sure about Corey, but I believe this fight will keep the crowd on their feet. So don't blink. That's from Erwin Lantano. And Brock Larkin, in his typical style, says, man, both been training a while. It'll be interesting. Great comment there from Brock. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of both of these guys. Kevin Tran's been a very hard worker, great guy. And Corey, JM there, Joyce Mitchell, absolute legend of a legend. I said to him recently that if I could vote or nominate for Toppest Bloke Award, it would go to Corey. Absolute legend, Jim Clubman. He's always there. He's at the sparring days. Can't speak highly enough of that gentleman. Let's move to the next one here. This is a big one. Fight number 2, just in my list of talking here. This is Ash Duncan from Pichit Chai, and he's up against Connor Michael Clark from Arachnid. That's Ash Hunt's gym, famous gym. This is going to be another big one. Probably going to pull a lot of the crowd, this matchup. Everyone's looking forward to seeing Ash. I haven't trained so much myself, but when I was training a bit more, I used to spar with Ash, and he would certainly leave you with some bruises on your legs. So looking forward to this one. Ash, the leg bruiser, 72 kilos. Ash reckons it's his last fight. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But Connor is certainly talented. Number 3 I want to talk about is another one that the experts have all saying something. This is Anime Ormsby, who had a win in Thailand, and you can see her there with the belt. Good on her, Anime. She's a fantastic young person. Great sparring with her until it got to the point where she was sort of knocking me out most of the time. And she's got at 65 kilos, she's got a good opponent here with Maria Yuva from Three Lions, which is a tough gym. And let's see what the experts say about this one. State champ Jet says, I had a chance to spar Maria from Three Lions. Typical of their gym, she's technically sound, uses her long range really well, and mixes it up good with her forward aggression, but also able to fight on the back foot. So Sudong Champ there is got some positive words for Maria. Moving on to Erwin, he says, Anime, seen her move from sparring days to fights. Very strong girl. She has dedicated her teen years to the sport. Not sure about Maria from Three Lions, but Three Lions have some great lady fighters like Keelan and Brioni. So it would be good to see what Maria brings to the table. And from Brock Larkin there, he says, Maria versus Anime, one to look out for. And Brock knows the scene, and he says, Maria is a brawler. So really looking forward to this one. Big fan of Anime, and yeah, looking forward to that. Moving along, this is actually the main event. This is Amity Dudley versus Kira Depring. Yeah, Kira's well known. There's sort of three of them there with Anime and Nina and Kira, who are not only top in the state but also top in the country. So that's why this is the main event. Both these young girls are very busy. Brock says it's going to be a technical battle, and Erwin says both strong girls, but Amity should win as she goes up against Nina Turner on a Super Series. So if you want to see what's happening in this 59 kilo division, Amity, she really is a prodigy. I think everyone would agree with that. Another prodigy, mix of the prodigies here, the young ones. Let's put this as number 5. This is Simba Kochima from Pursuit, and he's up against Lachlan Joyce Mitchell. So you got father and son on the same show here, which is quite interesting. This is at 58 kilos, very packed division. There are a lot of great fighters in that weight. You've sort of got Sheikh Saleh and others. This is really, it should be a state title, or it's a precursor to a state title. Absolutely, people are very impressed with Simba. Let's see what the experts say. State champ Jet says, Simba from Pursuit, watched him fight a couple of times now. The kid is an absolute machine. So young, but his technique is super refined, and he mixes it up really well. Good hands and really good kicks. Definitely one to watch. Erwin says, this fight will be entertaining, but my money will be on Simba for the win. No doubt Simba is one of the favorite up-and-coming fighters in general all around the country. Simba's skill level has excelled through the years and is only getting better. Brock says, good matchup. Brock Larkin will be technical. I think it is a very good matchup. Lachlan is also highly talented. Simba is sort of got the reputational advantage there country-wise, across the whole country that is, but Lachlan had a big win in Albany, and he's a technical fighter for his age, so I wouldn't be surprised if Lachlan takes this one. Let's go, Lockie. And moving along. Number 6 here. I'm calling this the unofficial main event. I think Jonty is probably one of the most experienced fighters on this whole card. He has had 3 wins, all in recent shows. MTGP domination, recently at Empire. Very tough competitor. But Alex Luve has been busy as well. He was on D-Fights. He's with a great coach there, Carl Puglia. So big matchup there, 67 kilos. I think whoever wins this is certainly on their way to a state title. Absolutely. Number 7, big favorite of mine. Really love this guy, Tarek Zarafa. We're definitely going places. This guy, he's stings like a butterfly, floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee style, Tarek Zarafa. Very technical, jumps up, Superman punches, a bit like Shaq Tarley there. And he's up against Oscar Tadic, who is a long-time martial artist, and he's friends with champ Matt Diesel, who everyone knows and loves. And he's also friends with Jamie Gotch, and I actually fought Jamie Gotch myself 20 years ago. Fortunately, I had a metal ball guard. Things probably would have gone a different way if it wasn't for that. Got through it. Yeah, Jamie took the win on that occasion. But I thought I did it right. That was at a Happy Heskey show in Cannington Showgrounds. Yeah, that was a good one. Number 8, another big matchup. This is Lando Waterston. Lando, everyone loves Lando. He's a young guy, very highly talented from Peachy Chai, and he's up against Josh Curry, who's also been around quite a bit. So this is going to be a good one. Looking forward to that at 60 kilos. Again, that's a packed division. Number 9, Tom Spence is coming back. He had a good fight recently. Tom Spence from Riddler's gym, like Kevin Tran. Great gym, very famous gym, that one. Darren Reese and Riddler's gym. Jet tells us about Jet, who trains with Tom, has said Tom Spence, quite new to the team, but has already really taken into the training. Tom's really strong and has solid hands. Nothing flashy, but crisp punching, and that's what Jet tells us there. And Jet certainly knows the scene. I saw Tom myself. He had a good fight against Ben Crook at Legends at Empire. So these guys are ready and busy. And Kynan there, Michelangelos, he's been around a long time as well. He was training back in 2015. So let's see how it goes there for Kynan. Moving along, a bit of a heavier matchup at 10. One of the heavier matches up of the whole show. This is Michael Roberts and against Ethan Kopp from Peachy Chai. Mitchell, is from Three Lions. Strong Gym, Three Lions. Brock tells us, Brock, who was also training at Three Lions for a while, he said that very good fight. He said Mitch is a southpaw weapon. So there you go. Ethan, he's been doing a lot of sparring lately, a local boy from BYFORD, so let's see how he goes. It's going to be a good one. Another Peachy Chai fighter is Benjamin Kenji. He's had one win already. This is the 75 kilo division, so again, the heavy ones. But he's against Matthias Lung, who trains with the world-class team at AMA under Brett Grasso, and a lot of famous fighters there. Melbourne and Jason Tran. So that's going to be a good one. Can Ben get his second win? What's Mathis going to bring to the table? Number 12, back to that crowded 58 kilo division. Xavier Girard from Sway Muay Thai. He's been around a while. I've caught some of his fights in the past, in the last 12 and 18 months. And he's up against Callum, and I'm not sure if this is Callum's debut, but I checked in with heavyweight champ Julian Walker, and Julian said, Callum, I really like him. He's come a long way. I think he'll have a good win. And Julian also said that apparently Callum knocked out Lando, who was his sparring partner, with some kind of spinning kick in the gym. So that was sometimes that happens, you knock out your teammates, but let's see what happens with Callum Whitelaw there and Xavier Girard. Nearly finished. Moving on, younger fighters here, 45 kilos. This is Jackson Hampton from Soy Muay Thai. So a lot of fighters here from Soy Muay Thai, which is good. Soy means beautiful in Thai. Up against Tain Turkey, and Tain, as you can see from the image there, recently had a fight in Thailand. Hard to believe these guys so young and already in front of crowds of thousands of people. This is going to be a good one. By no means is this the 14th most important fight. No, not at all. I've just sort of put it in age a bit here. Next one. This is two tough gyms meeting again. Justin Dwyer and Hayden Rosso. First one is there from Saudi's gym. And the other one there from Base MMA, which is also a tough gym. So sometimes with the newer fighters, we base our view a lot on the gym, and that's because the gyms do produce consistent results. And I think everyone would agree when it comes to Saudis and Base MMA that they're very consistent gyms. So this will be a good one. Next one there is 67 kilos. Jace Nichols from Musashi Muay Thai. It's going to be interesting to see what the Musashi team does in this show. 2 or 3 fighters in. And there's also Jack Dungy, 67 from WA Kickboxing, which is Peter Boyd's gym. And a lot of people would know Peter Boyd. He's been around a long time. He's a great coach. Final one I'm going to talk about here is Zakaya Rangyo And he was also fighting in Thailand, as you can see from the pic there. And he's up against young Max Holden from Three Lions. I've seen Max before. He's a very talented young guy. And what are the experts saying here? Brock Larkin has said, little Max Holden versus Zakaya, both young, fit, and technical. Look out for it. And Erwin has said Zakaya will win easily over Max, as Max has a long way to go. Oh, that's interesting opinion from Erwin. I thought Max was very, very talented when I saw him, so this is going to be a good one. Anyway, thanks for listening in. I hope to see you there, and I hope to do some more interviews with especially Julian Walker and Champ Jet and Brock Larkin very soon, and everybody else. That's the 26th of October in BYFORD Jai Championships. If you've never been to a kickboxing show and you live anywhere south of the river, definitely get there and check it out. People have been talking about this show for years, and it's finally happening.